fuck. Oops. For a second.
What is up, everybody? What's going on? I'm RDV, and I'm here with Easy Eric Breen. And you're probably wondering, why does he look so small on the vertical stack? But well, because Eric doesn't go on camera. If Eric was on camera, I would rearrange it more. But Eric likes to be on off camera so he can do what he needs to do. You know, just chillax. Yeah. So tonight we're gonna talk about the new comic books coming out this week, plus 5 issues that I think you guys should really be checking out.
Help me! I'm tiny.
You are. I love you that the Snoopy nope shirt up. I saw for half a second. I knew exactly what it was. All right.
Am I going to go on camera? Nope, not today.
Right. All right. Time to remove us. And away we go here. And shared screen. Yeah. Not really a lot of books coming out that I'm interested in, but I know there are people who are big fans of DC coming out this week. We do have DCKO number 3 coming out this week. Let me make it a little bigger for you guys. There you go. DCKO is coming out this week. Like I said in the past episodes, what do we call these live streams? That I'm just not interested in that series. It's Fortnite, but everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, I love it." Even the people who hate Fortnite, I don't understand. It's like, so when Fortnite came out, I got so much flack because I liked the Fortnite. Now because I don't like this, it's like, okay, now I get yelled at. I don't know. It's just,
you know what people are liking DCKO.
Yeah, some people are.
No, so do you know why?
Because it's a knockout.
No, it's a carryover from the Absolute success. The rising tide lifts all boats. People are in DC now, so if Absolute wasn't cooking the way it is right now, I don't know that DCKO would be doing as well as it was. Because if you think about a couple of their last initiatives, All In on a lukewarm reception. The one before it on a lukewarm. Right now they're hotter than a $2 pistol. So this event is getting carried, I think, because of Absolute success. Not to say that it's not good, because for the last 40 years, DC has made better comics than Marvel and never gotten the credit for it.
Well,
so
Eric,
it's not a question of whether or not it's good or not, but people are just really into DC right now.
I was gonna say, there's a saying, when you when you live long enough, you become the villain, the story, or you find, especially comic books related, if you in this hobby long enough, you come to realize that things change and not everything is good as it used to be. Now, new people, this is the intro that DCKO, and here's the thing about DCKO. If this was an Elseworld stories, I'd be all for it, but it's not. It's main continuity. So, I mean, like, the bigger picture, we're going to have this event, we're going to go through it, and then 2 years later, we're going to go through another big event, and it's going to change this. Now, that could be me being a negative Nancy, I guess, but like, does it really matter? I mean, right now, you're spending $6 on a book. You're getting some fighting stuff. It's supposed to be leading up to the arrival of Darkseid. You're gonna have characters like Superman be dead, and you're gonna have Superboy Prime taking over his main book. I don't know if I really want to stick around, because it's like, that's great and all, but like, I the reason I like Darkseid as a character is when he was fighting against Superman. Like, I don't think I need to have this big event for him to come back and the main character who I see want to fight against him just be dead. Not to say that Superman's gonna be dead for a while, but the solicits are just showing that he's gonna be gone for a while. And I don't know. I'm down to the point where there's a few books titles that I'm enjoying that aren't a part of the events, but it's getting harder to navigate waters when everything gets interrupted by a new event. because they like events, because events means new number ones. You can sell more money, or you print more books with the more variants. I don't know. I'm just getting old, man. Yeah, Superman dying again.
Hey,
yeah, it was revealed in the solicits that Superman is going to be dead.
More importantly, Chris Jericho's in chat.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, guys.
Oh, no. Did not know that.
Or if he brought the learning tree with him.
I'm not. I see howdy everyone. I don't see hey guys.
Jay Lucian. Hey, guys.
Oh, that guy. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. It's like we're gonna get another random LK assigned to now. People popping up in the past, man.
I LK fell off the earth again. I texted him after Indiana beat the crap out of Alabama and didn't get a response.
All right. Well, let me go over my 5 books, and then we'll go over some of these bigger titles too that I don't touch upon for people who are interested in them. My number 5 for this week, we're gonna scroll down here, is Supergirl number 9. This is the series written by 2 dudes who identify as women that don't put that into the book for the most part. I can say there was one issue. There was a little bit in the insert, but it was barely enough to notice it. But we're on issue 9, and it's just been an overall just fun, kind of Silver Age kind of like humor book. New Year, new Kara. As the clock at the town of Middale count down to midnight, Supergirl finds herself surrounded by new and friends and found family as she ponders her New Year's resolution. Will she turn over a new leaf, finally free of the shadow of her famous cousin, Superman? Plus, Lesla has a little secret that could lead to disaster. This could be the moment where I'm like, I just put my shoe in my mouth. If Lesla comes out and says, "I'm a lesbian, I'm in love with you," then I will eat my shoe. And thank you for sharing that, Fanny. You're a world treasure. We love you. I hope you get some medication. All right.
2 straight threes went in and out.
So we have Sophie Campbell in here. Not the best writer, but so far it's just been a decent writer. I'd say she's on par, or he, whatever you prefer to call her or him, has been writing a great story. Probably on par, I think, with Jed McKay. Now, some people are like, "Well, no, Jed McKay is better." Jed McKay, I admit, is very much average, decent writer, because most of the writers around him are so bad. So except, and it's not a bad thing, because sometimes you just want a generic story and you want it from A to B. Now the price is going to be a little higher, though. Like I said, I would rather have this be $2.99. Make this the same price if you're going to do this book as the Teen Titans Go. But for $4, I said this is one of my favorite books of reading right now. I love reading about Supergirl stuff, and I want more of just Kara, just being Kara. I don't need anything else. Self-insert from writers. So it goes. I am concerned, though, because I am seeing black nail polish on Supergirl, which is kind of weird. So I don't know what that's about. So here's an alternate cover. This is kind of like the chibi version or cartoon. This is pretty cool for kids, And then we have the Joe Quinnes variant. Streaky. Selfie there. These are actually pretty decent covers for if you're aiming this towards teenage girls. Lucas Meyer art, which is really cool. I would love to see Lucas Meyer do some interior art.
Yeah, that's the guy that did that Green Lantern story.
Is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Like, that's kind of cool. And look that's Crypto, not the crappy dog we got in the James Gunn one. Oh, look at that one. Yeah, here's the cover E of the Fan Yang sweater. Weather. That's kind of cool. Look how big that dog is. This is your kind of like your anime kind of thing. Manga. Now, this is the one I just thought was like, This is trash. Who's buying this? Who is it aimed towards?
No, you know why they did that.
This looks like you're going to do a Bratz version, or are going to have a rock.
Remember the song that they used at the end of Superman? Yeah, I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am. That's what that's takeoff of.
Yeah. But honestly, if you're doing this as a Bratz doll or those little they have those little like for children, maybe like that.
Not that.
But I still like the original cover. Biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna have Clarissa's gonna be back here, guess, because Clarissa knows best. We got Luna, Luminary, and yeah. So we'll see how it goes. It could be the point where I drop this title, which I really don't want to.
It's not going to be what you said because of the way it's worded. Yeah. It would say, plus Leslie has a little secret that would be the most wonderful thing ever of all evers. So I don't think it's going to be that.
No, this Kara is not an alcoholic. This Kara is the actual like pure-hearted Kara. She's the Sailor Moon. She is.
Wait a minute. Isn't Sailor Moon a lesbian?
No, because Sailor Moon is actually not controlled by Hollywood. Sailor Moon.
I know one of the sailors is.
I don't think it's her.
What if they fell out of a boat?
No. You have to ask Sailor Uranus.
Oh, well, rats.
All right. James Gunn, the real Kara. All right. Let me get this on here. All right. My number 4 for this week is Transformers, actually number 28 here. Transformers has just been fun. I am not the biggest Transformer like comic book fan. I never really got into it. I do appreciate I did love the character. I love the video games. I love like the cartoons back in the day. But the comic books never really did much for me. A minute here. So when it came to this, we had a couple issues back. We had Mirage and Bulkhead are now back in action, which I love this. We're going to see some of the more not diverse, but more new Transformers than what we saw with Daniel Warren Johnson, because they now have the Energon, the means to basically awaken a lot of their members who were kind of taking a break, because that's the way it was written, which is kind of clever, because you don't want to have too many characters in a book, and then you're trying to, not all of us are going to be able to remember what each of them are, unless you have a freaking poster in your wall that tells you which each Transformer is, the name and everything like that. But like I said, this looks fun. It looks like a nice team up, a buddy cop thing. Bulkhead and Mirage. Looking forward to this. Robert Kirk has been great. We also have Dan Mora on the interior art, which has been fun, and Mark Spicer doing the coloring. It's just, I love this. The battle damage, it's just great.
You know what I like about Transformers?
Nothing.
I can look at a picture of them, and there's always more to it than I originally see.
So there's more than it meets the eye. Is that what you're trying to do?
No, that's what I successfully did.
All right, and of course, we have the 616 exclusive comics cover here, full virgin variant of supposed to be Megatron, and then there is another version too.
Doesn't look anything like Calvin Johnson.
Your Starscream, I think it is. I think. I'm not sure. I think it's Starscream. It could be Thundercracker. Hard to tell. There's too many. That's the thing. There's too many freaking plain ones.
I thought Thor was Thundercracker.
All right. Daniel Warren Johnson cover B variants. Former writer and artist in the first part of the volume 1. And Jorge Corona, who succeeded him, is continuing with the connecting variants, which I still like his art. It was cool. I love the battle damage stuff. And then, of course, we have the 125 ugly ass cover. It just looks dumb. These are my favorite here. Like I love these little cards here. Like the one in 150 Dan Mora, Thundercracker, Decepticon Warrior, Expertise, Aerial Assault. I love these little trading card stuff. These are cool. DC would, you know what? Instead of releasing covers like this, Dan Moore needs to do a bunch of these and release them as a card deck, or set for people can have, who the characters are and their stats and stuff. That would be much more entertaining. No. Then this Top Shelf has their own exclusive variant stuff, so you can go through their website, I guess. Unknown Comics is another, comic store. It was supposed to be Megatron with a tiny baby head in Chicago. Yeah. So, all right. So that is it. That is number 4 for this week. All right. We go over to my number 3, which I'm kind of shocked where it wasn't. I saw it. So 8. In 9th place here is Aquaman number 13. Aquaman has been a series I've been sticking through it, even though they did DC KO stuff. Tie-in, it hasn't been too bad. This is Arthur basically leading up the story he's had since the beginning, where he went through this portal, Omega portal, searching for his family because he thought the whole kingdom was deserted. And he goes into this portal and finds that he's got a grown-up daughter, and his wife dies. He kills the guy who basically controls the blue. Now Arthur is now possessed by this thing, the blue, that gives him godlike abilities, so he can control the oceans. He's like Superman. He can hear something moving on the water on the other side of the world and get there instantly. He has his own little team called Justice League Blue. It has the Nautilus and Captain Nemo. He's got one of the Wonder Twins on there, the guy. Yeah, and just, I forgot. And then he's got, Lorelei, the mermaid, the one that Clark was going to try and bang till he found out she's a mermaid. Unless he still did it. Hell, that's kind of fishy. But so Mara, turns out, with her and Garth and Jackson were all basically, Galantis was still on Earth. Is that the Arthur didn't know was there? It was actually some kind of shield or a spell was keeping it hidden, so they couldn't communicate. She, using Garth's, has his own portal, abilities. He's able to get back to her normal world, where she was before she met Arthur. She came from a different her home world, or was it an alternate reality, whatever, or something like that. So now she's come across with. It looks like she's going to basically duke it out here with the grown-up daughter, because it looks like it's Queen Mara versus Princess Andrina. Yeah, so as Queen Mara rises, as Arthur continues to duke it out in the major DCKO events, the hidden kingdom of Atlantis at last emerges. But all is not well, and Queen Mara finds herself face-to-face with the deadliest foe that's to attack their fair kingdom yet. New threats, new drama, a trip to the throne of Kandek, and the return of Black Manta. Nice. So it makes me wonder, who is this girl? Because we always wondered, is this an alternate version, reality, or is this a dark side kind of manipulation? But could these be with the fact that it's kind of we're give a chance, we're going to have, I don't know. It'd be kind of weird if they keep the adult daughter around, and she's in the same place that she has the baby version of her. That'd just be weird. So something's going to happen, but it looks like we have a Danielle Bliss on the art this time. I don't think I've read one with Danielle Bliss before. It's a new artist on the series. No, it doesn't have any variants, but all right. So here is Aquaman number 13 of cover B, Nathan Zerdy of Lorelei. And then we have Aqua Twink by Kyoung.
Good God. Hey, sailor, the fleet is in.
He doesn't get any more better.
It's snowing.
If Aquaman was a 14-year-old boy, sure. He'd be Aqua Boy. But this is still my favorite cover, though. Yeah. And the main cover artist is John Timms. So, let me do a quick check and see if Bayless was on the last issue. I know they had a different artist. It wasn't Timms. Oh, Timms was on the last issue. So this is a guest artist, I'm guessing.
That would be a guest artist.
Daniel Bayless is the guest artist. Unless, I'm going to check right now and see if he's on the next issue. Unless he's taking over. Nope, Timms is back in the next issue. All right. So. Alrighty then. So that was my number 4 for this week. Or actually, that was number 3 recommended book. Number 2 recommended book. We're I'm gonna go down here. Is G.I. Joe number 17. G.I. Joe number 17 is gonna be. I hope it's gonna be good. This is the conclusion of the Dreadnought War. G.I. Joe versus Cobra versus Dreadnoks. Will the shocking end to the Duke and Cobra Commander team-up result in a death? And the last page twist will change G.I. Joe forever in the Energon universe. Yes, while this has been going on, Colonel Hawk now knows that that Clutch was lying about having a Transformer with them on base. They had no idea. So that aftermath might be coming into this issue if they're at the very end. I think that's what it's going to be, basically confrontation. And especially if Duke learns, and because Duke doesn't trust the Autobots or Decepticons either way. Duke is based, his whole entire plot is it's the story since the start. It was Duke, since the miniseries, has wanted to know more about these monsters and get the one that killed his friend. And he wants answers. So, yeah, looking forward to this, man. This has actually been a really fun issue. This is another title. I said G.I. Joe. Never cared about the comic books. I tried to read the American Hero. It just wasn't for me. This has just been kind of like zany, kind of like how to describe it. It's kind of like reading Invincible. It's new, a little different, and just kind of like it's more up my alleyway, or more of my cup of tea. Also, Destro got shot in the head twice, so it looks like they got some dents there. A Tyler Kirkman Virgin variants. Leah Bromero doing a cover B. Shiny. And then we got the big Bubba guy that was trying to attack him last issue. There you go. Yeah. Forget absolute Batman. We got this guy with a cinder block as an X. Or a mallet. Yeah. Of course, we got the Simon Power variant 150, cover E. There's Clutch and the Transformer. Yeah. So that I've been looking forward to this. I hope you guys, if you have not checked out the Energon universe, you'll be you might either. I guarantee you probably will like it, unless you're just like Breen, who doesn't like G.I. Joe, doesn't like Transformers, knows about them, couldn't tell you about them, just avoids them. Yes. All right. Get into my number 1 book of the week, though. Clutch and Hound, thank you. My number 1 book that I'm looking forward to this week, and you should be too. And if you're not picking this up, you're doing yourself a disservice. It is Geiger number 20. Finally, after 20 issues, we're starting to see crossovers. We saw that with last issue 19 with Redcoat showing up at the end. Now we have the Northerner who was introduced, and Redcoat is now here in the future with Geiger. Man, this looks great. I'm curious how this is going to end, or because are they forming a superhero team like in a battle, a super threat? What is going on with this? I want to know. It says after explosive finale of Redcoat, the Northerner, the mysterious Union soldier finds himself face to face with Tariq Geiger in the radioactive future. But is he here to help or to change everything? The next era of Geiger begins here. So all new story arc. And you got Gary Frank on the art, Jeff Johns writing it. This is $4. Just fantastic. A little bit of detail on this. And then here we have Redcoat and the Northerner. Slipping the time. I love this. It's pretty clever. That is Jermaine Peralta. Then Sean Von Gorman. Yeah. Every enemy of theirs deserves to fry. Geiger. What is this a homage to? Do you not recognize this, Aubrey?
I don't.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This has been one of my favorite series. Yeah, Geiger has been. Jay is saying in the chat, Geiger has just been fantastic. Geiger was a book I really wasn't into at first, and then Junkyard Joe comes out and just so much better. Redcoat was so much better. Geiger, I could say, it's kind of grown on me, kind of like radiation. It just took a while. So it gets my glowing approval. But yeah, it's this. I said the awesome, just pure excitement for this book is off the charts. I'll stop at the puns though. But yeah, if you're not checking out any of the High Street books, Geiger, Redcoat, Junkyard Joe, Rook Exodus, Halo and Hornsby, I think it is, Rockefellers. You're missing out from Ghost Machine. Ghost Machine has proven that they're not another wannabe attempt to be a Wildstorm or Image Books. They actually are a great universe helmed by Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, Brian Hitch, Brian Hitch. I'm trying to think who else is there. Ivan Reyes, and then is that it? Who else was in there? I got Ivan Reyes, Gary Frank, Brian Hitch, Jeff Johns. Was there another one big name that left DC to join them? Or did I name all of them?
Did you say Tomasi?
Tomasi, yeah, that's the one I was missing. Yes. And it's just been fantastic. I said, I can't say a bad word about the Ghost Machine universe. Now, I will say that I'm not reading the Horns with Halo because I feel like it's a little bit too kid friendly for me, which is kind of ironic because if I got to read Teen Titans Go, but still. I don't know. Maybe I'll get around to reading it, but so far I've just been collecting all the other ones, and it's just been fun. So I do recommend this book. If you are not pulling these books, you need to stop looking at Marvel DC and go head over to Ghost Machine and start checking out their stuff. And guess what? There's no events that interrupt your books every freaking 2 issues. The artist has time to tell a story, and it's all connected. All right, but for those who wanted to see the DC KO kind of stuff, I'll show you that real quickly. All right, let's go on the chat here. All right. Jason Fabuk, am I not mistaken? Yes, Fabuk. I forgot about that, yeah. All right. So, DCKO, I guarantee you there's probably like 40 covers. Oh, it's only 11. Wow. I'm amazed. So, all I know from DCKO, if you've ever been reading The Night Fight, by Josh Williams and Mora, they gave us a story. They gave me an update saying that the Joker is winning the whole entire universe, the whole battle. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not reading it, but it sounds predictable for DC because who would win everything? The Joker. Because everything's about the Joker. I think it's going to come down to basically Batman's going to defeat the Joker and everything else in this one save the day. He's going to be the one that wins. Daniel Warren Johnson cover variant here with Harley Quinn and Lobo in a wrestling match. Oh, it must be AEW with thumbtacks. because WWE doesn't do that anymore. All right, then Mike Del Mundo with the Joker patent, I guess, in the Joker fish. The Carla Cohen variant for Zatanna. If you're looking for covers and you guys want to slab or whatever, hold on to. I'm not saying it's gonna be worth any money, but pretty nice looking. Lucia Perillo, though. This is kind of cool. Lucia Perillo, Wonder Woman, armor. Fantastic art on this. I would check it out. Yeah. So here, Jay, there's two streams right now. There's a normal stream. Right now, you're in the vertical live stream. There's a normal one. That's because there's one for the PC and there's one to vertical. If you're in the one that's vertical and it looks real small and you're in your PC, you're in the wrong one. The way to tell it out is that you look at the title of the stream. If there's a little phone in there, in front of everything, that means you're in the vertical. So, yeah. All right. Sanford Green Darkseid variants. This kind of looks like a New Frontier, almost like a thing. All the heroes flying. All the corrupted heroes from the Legion and everything. The Dan Mora bracket variant. The art. This is cool. I love this. Like the video game thing. This is fantastic. Yeah. Like I said, if I was a guy just buying for covers, I mean, this is great. But I also want story too. But the great thing about everything was, look, you can right click and save as. You can save as. You don't have to go and buy every single cover unless you want to. I would recommend, if you do buy covers, go through your comic book store. So your comic book store can get the profit. I'll get the money off of it instead of you skipping them and going to straight to whatever website, because the LCS does need to make money, and I guarantee you they're not making a lot of money through a lot of these new books. They might through the Absolute Universe, but like I said, with the way everything shipping's been going, yeah, they need your money if you can help them out. Buy back issues. That's what I say. If you don't like the new issues coming out and you haven't bought new issues, in 20 years, go buy back issues. There's a tons of back issues I guarantee you've never collected. And plus, everything's being released in these DC World's Finest trades for $40, and you can even get them cheaper sometimes. But it's your boy, bro. Hey, bro. Breen, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I've been having a massive sneezing fit, so I muted myself.
Move the cat away from you.
Cat's upstairs.
What do you think of this cover, brother? It's a little Osprey.
It's good, bro.
$6 though. Yeah. Then we have the full Virgin variants here. Yeah, that's Javier Fernandez, and then I think that's it. Oh, here's good covers. Cover K 1111. Cully Hammer. All right. So that's your thing for this. It's tag team time as a mega tournament reaches its end game. The final 8 combatants are put to the ultimate test, confronted with decades-long stay in their own personal hell. Emotions run high as heroes falter, villains revel, and the heart of Apocalypse, it eyes his new King Omega. In the end, only the final 4 will remain. This literally is for the Continental title, right? Man. All right. Go here. We also have Ultimates number 20 coming out this week too as well. If there is a book you want me to click on, let me know in the chat, and I'll do that. We also have Batman and Robin number 29, Avengers number 34, plus anniversary story by Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley. Marvel Legends, yeah. They call Brian Brian Michael Bendis is called a Marvel legend, bro. That's what it says on the cover here. What? I don't think would you guys consider Brian Michael Bendis a legend?
Modern 21st century, I guess.
It says Marvel Legends, Brian Michael Bendis, and then Mark Bagley. Legacy 800. It's the 800 issue of Avengers, bro.
Yay.
I wonder if Bone has any legacy numbers. Special 14-page backup story written by Michael Bendis and drawn by superstar artist Michael Bagley, reuniting the powerhouse pair known for their work on Ultimate Spider-Man and Avengers Assemble. 48 pages for $8, connecting wraparound cover. Wow, can Wiccan look any more like a dude or like a woman? Wiccan looks like a flat-chested lesbian. I know he's gay, but he's never looked not masculine. Oh, wait. So, all right. And here this is kind of cool. Cafu variant. Jungen? Jungen Yoon? What? Yeah, I said cat food, not cat food. I sound Capucho. Stormbreakers. There's another cat food. There's the normal one without the this is the title. Then there's the Leonardo Romero variant. Kind of old school. This is actually my favorite cover so far. Old school Avengers cover. This is cool. Concept and everything. Except that they forgot the color in Thor's hammer. it's Mark Bagley spoiler variants. Is it? I don't mind Mark Bagley. Iron Man looks kind of derpy in the face. And of course, here's the ugly cover. Paulo Rivera one, homage. The Avengers, and it has all of them, and just that Iron Man armor, it's just that's ass. And Captain Marvel does not look anything like the Captain Marvel we see in the comic books today. She actually looks like a decent looking person. But yeah, this is cover A. All right. We also have going on here. We have Spider-Man Torn coming out this week as well. Issue number 4. And that's Michael Straczynski, I think it is. Black Cat. Ooh, looks like we're gonna have a Daredevil across her path. I bet you Elisa's jealous. And then we have Green Lantern Corps with no Jeremy Adams. Jeremy Adams is off the book, so it's not even him anymore on there. So yeah, they're all fighting because they're who gets star basically the new star of the show. A lot of infighting. Beneath the Trees, though, where nobody sees, a Rite of Spring, issue 5. Looks like we got a null number 1. What did they put on this? Remember, it was Donny Cates who created the character and made the character awesome. But yeah. What we got here? Al Ewing and Tom Waltz. So it's half good. But then again, Tom Ewing has been the one that's been saying like, fuck Paul, and and he's actually been for the Spider-Man marriage. Returning to the King, weakened from his last death, trapped by the enemy he never expected, the God of the Void waits in his cage once again. His captors think Null has nothing to fight back with, but in Null's hands, nothing is a weapon, and there's a greater weapon out there waiting for the King in Black to take it and take his revenge. 30 covers. Oh, wow. They actually didn't do that much. Clayton Crane. What we got here? Michael Walsh. Raphael Albuquerque with Hell. Caught as Hell. And then we got Kyle Holtz does one. Yeah. Logan Black, White, and Blood. I like clicking on it because sometimes you actually get actually like good writers or artists in here, but I also like to see who's like can be crappy on here. So we got Tom Waltz and Alex Rand's reveal Logan's never before revealed military service during the 1950s with a secret connection to a fan favorite Marvel character. And then we have a mission in CD 1970s Times Square puts Logan on the trail of a deranged serial killer, as told by Saladin Ahmed and Adam Kubert. Now, to be fair, I do love Adam Kubert, and as Saladin Ahmed, his Justice League Red has been good. I just read his other Wolverine series he's doing right now. I read the last issue with Silver Sable. That was good too. If this feels like either I'm caving in and just accepting the way things are, or Marvel's healing a little bit. Survival in the Name of the Game after Logan escapes from Weapon X by Larry Hama and David Watcher. This could turn out to be a decent issue. Now the problem is they want $6 for 40 pages. So that might not be a selling point to people who basically don't want to pay $6. So, and I don't know this David Watcher. His art could be horrendous. Yeah, same with Alex Linz. It sounds familiar, but going here good. G.I. Joe Real American number 324 is out. Then we have Marvel Battle World number 5. Wonder Woman Black and Gold 2026 special, which is interesting because why would this come back out again? I thought that bombed the first time. And it didn't. The chat has died. No one is saying anything on the chat. They're all just in shock from all the bad books they're seeing on the screen. Mitch Gerards, Alyssa Wong, Steve Orlando. What a great sell for this book here. All right. His series concept returns. Witness the thrilling tales. Starring the Amazon princess, embellishing the color of famous lasso. This round Eisner Award winning of Tom King and Mitch Gerards. Mr. Miracle and Batman Bad One Day reunites Steve Orlando and his Diana's search for the truth in a land of lies. Alyssa Wong brings Wonder Woman to the spirit world, and the team behind the Wonder Woman adventures of young Diana is back for more. Brain, you're getting this one. I know you are. Don't lie.
Yeah, I am.
Space Ghost is out this week, number 7. That is David Pepos. Check out that series. It's another ongoing Dynamite. Dynamite's had some few titles I've been liking. Court, Children of the Round Court Table. I haven't read it though, but it looks like DC's gonna do some more kids friendly with like, I guess, King Arthur stuff, modern. But this is the one I really want to talk about tonight. I saw this and I was like, oh, so remember how Dazzler was the big thing, the star celebrity, and with stuff singer. Marvel said, well, you know what? Everybody loved that K-pop Demon Hunters movie, so let's capitalize that by creating a new star. Luna Snow, an all-new adventure as the world recovers from Doctor Doom's takeover. K-pop star and ice-wielding superhero. Then it could have been really ice-wielding here superhero. Why couldn't it have been Bobby Drake? He already was gay and likes dudes. Would fit perfectly for this. But it says Luna Snow hits her lowest low yet. She takes her music into her own hands and hits the road. But when a new K-pop star appears on the scene with music that's so catchy, it's criminal. Luna has to shift into hero mode to defend the very fans who can't stand her. Can she win their hearts and save the day? And which beloved Marvel's heroes will join her along the way? Greg Pak is heading this off, but it looks like they actually got maybe an actual good, decent artist on there. Now, he's not, I don't know if he has the interior art. But at this point, I don't know. It could be good. I guarantee it's better than that Wonder Woman Gold there was you saw. There's 32 pages for $5. Now, I don't like this 32 pages for $5. We 32 pages for $4. But I don't know, man. It's, I guess, sure. I don't know if this is character coming from that. Was it she from the Marvel Rivals game? Maybe. This is why we miss having Zach here, because he was the one that plays those games. Hey, look, it's Jeff the Shark. Ah, there we go. That's what I've been waiting for. Hey. Maybe I'll stand corrected. Maybe this will be a good hit. But I'm not going to go in because, I don't think it's the first appearance. But, all right. We'll quickly go through the rest of these real here. Mega Man Legends Udon is coming out. It's a timeline. We got a Tomb Raider book coming out too as well through Dark Horse. Another Mega Man ZX Timelines #1, also through Udon. So Udon's, I guess they're bringing back the Mega Man. Vampire Armageddon, probably the only ongoing Vampire you should be reading. Not probably. You should. It is the only one you should be reading. New Gods Facsimile is out this week. Jack Kirby. So you can check that out. And then we have Talks Avengers, more Rebellion. Darkstalkers versus Street Fighter. Rogues #1. I think this is, I'm looking at this. I think this is Garth Ennis come back with this. Babs, Black Road. If it's not, I probably won't be picking up this book, but I was looking at it, yeah. It is Garth Ennis and Jason Burrows coming back, returning with the character. A day over at top, Carnage and Gladiator Arena leads Babs and her partner in a barbarism, Izzy, directly into strange, unfamiliar, bizarre situation. They actually have money. That's good, right? Wrong. Because it's about to lead her down a dark, horrific road to the devastated wasteland of Morden. This has been a fun little parody story Garth Ennis has been doing, making fun of all the different heroes, Red Sonja, Xena, all that stuff, Hercules. Yeah, just making a mockery of fairy tales and all that stuff. So I actually said, if you're looking for Garth Ennis a book to get, pick up Babs. Babs has been fun for satire. $5 for 32 pages, great art, and just fun storytelling. And every time I look at Garth Ennis, he looks like Bobby Hill growing up. Every single time, man. I see that photo. Mickey Mouse, #2, through Fantagraphic Books, Ripple in Time. I think we're getting into kind of like the more variant stuff. Yeah. I think that's it. I don't think there's any other variants coming out. Or not variants, but what do you want to call it? Facsimiles. Yeah. So let's look at trades then. This week in trades. All right. I did not filter out any of them, so we're going to have all the publishers here. So you're going to get all the weird manga stuff too. Yeah. Right now. All right. All right. So we got an X-Men Epic Collection. This is the Life and Death trade coming out for $55. I do recommend that. Yeah. It is a good story, but I recommend you find the individual issues probably. I don't think there's any key issues in there that are really expensive. But $55 for these trades, though, are you just getting ridiculous? Then we have Batman R.I.P. by Grant Morrison and Tony S. Daniel. Then we have The Werewolf by Night Red Band, Howling Tome. This is Jonathan Lau. Gwenpool, all new, all deadly. If you're into that, Halverine. Terminator Out of Time. Pass on that. Declan Shavely just didn't know what he was doing. It just felt so boring. You have Terminator. You need to have a Terminator story, and it just felt like it's like, where's all the action? It was just dumb. What else we got here? Some manga stuff here too. Army of Darkness Forever. Star Trek: The Lore War. I don't remember that. Then we have Fritz the Cat. City Hunter Omnibus. For those who remember the City Hunter anime, or back in the day, even Jackie Chan did a live action version of it too. They recently just did. They also did another live action reboot or their own version of it on came out a couple years ago, probably 10 years ago. But they're collecting it in omnibus form. That's something I've noticed too. A lot of mangas are now getting omnibus, which is kind of crazy. They're like three mangas or 3 volumes put together. It's $30. This is only volume 2 omnibus. We have Cat's Eye omnibus volume 2. We also have Marvel Rivals, the poster collection. So those who like posters, that's the other section I go in my store. If you like looking at art of the video game stuff or stuff, they're always releasing that stuff. You can find it through your LCS. We got here some Case Close, I guess, is volume 97. I guess it's an ongoing still. I thought that series was over. Yeah. Yasha Hahim, that is a continuation of the Inuyasha manga series. They're on volume 8 now. Some other ones. Some of these I've never heard of too. Supergirl All In volume 1 is out, but that's just through Panini Comics. So that's the foreign one. Yeah, a lot of manga. I can't believe how much manga is put out every week. Yeah, a lot of these are Panini stuff, which is basically these are all the translated ones to other countries. Yeah. There's really isn't nothing here for you for a brain if you're looking for
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. I just can't believe how many Panini stuff here. Look at La Cosa. Liga Justica. Who was it? Reforming an icy final boss. Getting back at the self-proclaimed villainous and the power of friendship. Light novel. That's a light novel. Forget the title, man. That's what I mean. A lot of these are just scooped up by an S-rank adventurer. This white mage is one heck of a healer. She professed herself, her pupil, of the wise man. Weird. That's it. So that is actually it for this week. And we're gonna wrap up here.
Yay! We have a half hour to drink heavily before the bone cover ends.
That's right. Yeah, tonight on I Love Comics we have the Bone collection 1 through 12, or issues 1 through 12 covers with ranking over at I Love Comics. If you want to see an old man rant on a 14-second delay, I do say you should tune in. It would be fantastic. He'll get angry on a delay and talk over the panelists, and will just get mad because I'm going to be voting a lot of Thors. And he's, well, that's dishonest. Well, no, it's like you don't get to decide how people vote. That's the thing I hate, when people control how you vote. What are you, freaking Maduro? Fine, we're gonna get Trump and can knock you out of the channel, and I'll take over. But yeah.
I don't know how to judge this, because I said if we did Gru, I would give those all 1s and 2s because I hate that style.
Yes, me too.
That's
how I'm voting it.
I mean, I said, Bone looks like a zit that's right about to pop.
It looks like Ziggy to me. Remember the Ziggy's the comic strips?
Yeah.
But it's not meant to be like for the art. It's for the humor.
Right. Well, yeah.
So I'm not gonna rank it based on how I think the cover looks funny. I'm gonna rate it based on like the art. The way I rate comic books, and I've always said this, the way I buy comic books, I judge them by the cover. If the cover looks bad, a lot of times I'll just walk past it.
I'm going to try to judge them by if Bone wasn't in the cover, do I like the cover? Because I don't like the character design of Bone or or Gru or Cerebus or any of that shit.
So I'll judge it by the veins popping in E's forehead as I give him.
Let's say we wrap this up so we can take this before we get
real quickly. I gotta ask. We had a question, chat. How has Superman Unlimited been? Slaughterific. Let's just say I read the first story and I never went for the ongoing series they've been doing now. I read the special annual thing, and it was him complaining about global warming. Superman complaining about global warming after stopping a tornado. And I'm thinking, like, bro, why would you complain about when you can do it yourself? You have the abilities to stop it. You can solve global warming or climate change if you really wanted to. It's like, I just like you have all these abilities, but yet you're gonna blame other people for something that you could do yourself. It was just dumb. It was Dan Slott on the Justice League Adventure. No, it wasn't Justice League Adventures. He was writing the Batman Adventures. He would write some of those, and was actually good stories. When Slott is kept in check and not allowed to run amok, and do whatever he wants, he's a good writer, decent writer. But man, it's just I don't like this where we got to insert all these identity politics or any of that stuff. Don't insert yourself into the book. These characters existed before you are, so just keep the characters like the way they were before. Quit changing them to adhere to your liking. Because you get whiplash. Okay, well, I like this cover this way, or those characters, and then the next spreader comes in. Well, I like this character this way. At the point, it's like, why am I not just spending my money on manga? Because at least manga, I have one vision, and if I like that vision, I'll stick with it. If I don't like it, I try another one. Or comics is basically, it's like, you try to, like, hey, I really love this character, and then I go read the story, and it's like, this person has no idea how to write the character. And then you might get a series like, oh, there's a new #1 coming out, so I'll try that. And then you find out, okay, it's okay. By the second issue, this new writer is just like the previous writer. It's the point where it wouldn't be such a big deal if the prices were down, but the prices are like freaking like $6 for a comic book now. I'll go get a coloring book. I have more fun. Because these I can stay in the lines unlike the writers. But yeah, I'm a masochistic given how much modern Iron Man I read, but I'm not that masochistic. Is that how I'm pronouncing it? 10. What's that?
Masochistic.
Of a bone, the 10 of bone cover ranking. Too many incoming tantrums if they get low rankings. Oh, I guarantee that I will bitch if somehow these get higher scores than the Voltron did, or any of those other ones, the previous one. So, but we're gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. Do all the clicking and liking. We'll be back on tomorrow night. I'm gonna be doing a manga live. We're gonna do it live on the channel here. That'll be around 10:30 Central, 11:30 Eastern. So I understand if people are going to bed, but we're gonna try it live to see how it works out and just have some fun with that. And then on Thursday, Breen and I will be back and be joined by Geeky and maybe Zach. We don't know. That'll be around 9 p.m. Eastern, where we show off the books we just talked about, and we're just gonna do some reviews and have fun and hang out. So everyone's all welcome to join us for that. But if you haven't done so, hit the like button, click and subscribe, the notification bell on your phones, and leave a comment down below after the stream's done. It helps basically remind the stupid AI algorithm, hey, we like your long format videos. So it will push us more. Because right now they're only pushing the vertical. That's why you see me on the vertical and the horizontals. Because now I have to control them in order to be recognized by the YouTube algorithm. Dumb. All right. Later.
See you for you kids.